Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining today. I hope you're having a good weekend, a good week actually. So for today, as usual, we're having this session every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Mountain Time. Today we will be talking about sales and how to generate revenue, how to sell better, the process that you need to have. So if you have a friend who is working on sales, or maybe they have a company and they need to improve their sales, then invite them to the stream. Okay. And if you follow me, you'll make sure to join next time, because we're doing this stream every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Okay. So let's get started. Let me share my screen here. This is the topic of today. Okay. So number one, you need to have a consistent sales process. I've been talking about this in the past sessions. Consistency. You need to be consistent, and this is very important. Why? Well, number one, if you have one process, you'll have predictable results. You can improve that process. You can adjust one thing and make sure that it's working or not. So if you have a process, a consistent process, you'll be able to know when and why things are going bad or wrong, or if something improved, you will see the improvement. You will be able to track, oh, that's because I am following this process consistently. Everybody follows the same steps, the same process. So it's easier to replicate. It's easier to hire a new person and train them because it's the same process. It's easier to train and improve. So this is number one. This is key. You need to have a process. If you go right now to your sales team and you ask, hey, what is our process, and nobody knows your process, then you have a problem, because nobody's following something consistently. Nobody is doing the same. Everybody's doing something different. So you don't know what the results will be. Oh, that worked. Oh, this didn't work. Oh, that worked. It's not predictable. But if you have a formula, a process, do this, and you receive this, then it's predictable. Okay. Um, if your team cannot follow the process, and you know this process works, and they don't follow it, and they are not being successful, then you know, oh, it's because they're not following the process, and you know what to fix. Okay, so this is number one step to have a better revenue, to have better sales. Have a consistent process. Create one, follow it. Number two, and I love this one. I've been talking also about this one every session basically. Train like a pro. This is your job. This is your profession. This is your company. This is what you're doing for a living. So do it as a professional. Think of a professional athlete. If they stop training, will they be as good as they were? No. So they need to train. They cannot stop. They need to be consistent on their diets. They need to be disciplined. You have to be the same. You have to practice daily, not monthly. If you don't practice, you don't know the outcome. So you need to practice daily, every day, 20 minutes, 30 minutes with your team, so that you hear what they're saying, you can correct them, and they can improve daily. Um, you need to be prepared before the real call. And you can only be prepared by practicing. You practice the process. You follow the process. You keep doing every step of the process. You have a script that you're reading. Your team will have to memorize the script. They will be able to say it more convincingly, and they will be ready for the real call. But you do that by practicing every day. You will build the muscle memory, right? That if you're doing a script, you're saying always the same. It's muscle memory. Is your brain is oh, if you have a list of no's, things that people usually say no to, like, I don't want it because this, then you can have an answer ready for that specific no. And you practice. But practicing every day, it's so important. Just this practice will increase the sales of your team, because everybody will be hearing, if you're practicing in a team, everybody can hear how that person do it versus how I do it versus how they do it, and we can get a better version of what we're selling, of our pitch. We can get more comfortable with what we're saying. If we're saying something wrong, we can know, oh, you're failing because you're not supposed to say that. Or if you say it this way is more convincing because this or that, right? But it's something that you will only achieve if you're practicing daily. So practice daily. That's it's the task is to become a pro at sales. And before I continue, again, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for being here. If you have any questions, if you have any friends who might be interested in this topic, let them know. Let them know I'm having this stream every week with different topics, and ask them to join. They can ask questions. They can put them in the comments. I can read them. I can answer your questions. So if you know of someone who might need this, let them know. Okay. So the next point: respond to leads fast. We live in a place in a world that is moving so fast, right? We are used to scroll. I mean, in TikTok, I'm scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. I'm 2 seconds in that page, and that's it. So if I send text to three different companies that they sell the same thing, the one who reply first, that's the one who will often win. Why? Because of they were faster. They're giving a better service. You should aim for under 5 minutes. When you get a new lead, a text message, a call, 5 minutes or less. Because after that, you're losing the lead for sure. So try to do it under 5 minutes. When someone texts me, that person is ready right now to answer. If I take 20 minutes, that person is doing something different now. Maybe they were at lunch break, and now they're not. So you have to answer quickly. That's part of the key to become better at sales. You can use alerts, automation. You can use whatever you need to achieve this. Even if it's just that our team is busy right now, we'll give you a call as soon as possible. But then the people know, oh, someone is, they know I'm here. So this is important. I personally, when I need something, a service or a product, and I text or email people, I usually work with the one who answered first, because I like speed. I like to know they are answering fast enough for me. So let's give that to our clients. Number 4, lead follow up. This is so important. And usually we are scared of these follow ups. Stay present in the first 48 hours. In the first 48 hours, you get a lead, you reply 5 minutes later, and maybe they didn't answer you. If you don't follow up, they won't answer you at all. You have these 2 days to make sure that they know that you're here, that you're following up on their inquiries. So I recommend at least 8 contacts in those 48 hours. A mix. It's a mix of calls, texts, emails, WhatsApp, whatever you're using to communicate with your clients. All of them. You have at least 8 contacts with that person to follow up on that person, because they probably they sent a message right now, they went do something else, they forgot, they don't remember. You send a text later, oh yes, I asked for this, and maybe they see that text and they are busy right now, so you send an email. They see the email, oh yes, I asked for this, and maybe when they see the email they can reply back. And sometimes it will take the 8 contacts to get a reply from your client, from your lead, from your potential client. But if you don't do this, if you don't do these follow ups, you're losing that lead for sure, because they forget. um, Keep messages short, clear, and relevant. You don't like to read 3 pages in a text. Be consistent. Be sorry, short and clear. Just what you need. Hey, I saw you sent me a message through our website. You're interested in this. I can help you with that. You know, something. Yes, I need you to give me this. What size do you need? What? When are you available to meet? Whatever is the call to action, right? But you need to be short, clear, consistent, relevant. You need to go to what they need. I like to think about this as you are leading this person into what they need. They don't even know they need it, but you want to lead them to what they are going to purchase. Um, Follow up at different times of the day. Yes, not just at the same time every day. Maybe they are busy the same time every day. So send in a different schedule. You have 2 days to do this. So, 4 messages the first day, 4 messages the second day, different hours, different. Just try to make it happen. Number 5, ask smart questions. These questions, when you're selling, you get a call, you need to ask the right questions, not just a question. You need to find their problem. What are they trying to solve? You need to learn how they decide if they are going to buy or not from you. And then you need to adapt your offer to what they need. So you need to ask questions that give you these, okay? If you answer the phone, hey, hello, what do you need? Maybe they will tell you, but maybe they don't. It really depends on what you're selling. But you have to have good questions, to understand their problem, to understand what they want. Because sometimes it might be, yes, I am, I don't know, I'm looking for a golf club. Um, my problem is every time I call a company to buy one, they don't even know their prices. So the problem is communication. You need to communicate properly. Hey, our club's price is this specific one for this size. Oh, I'm a lefty. My problem is I'm a lefty. Oh, we have clubs for lefties, for example, just to give you an example. So you need to ask questions tailored to your product, tailored to what the common problems are, so that you can connect with your lead and you can sell them. Okay, you need to learn how they decide. For example, have you ever buy one of these products before? Yes, something similar. Okay, when you buy it last time, did you buy it for yourself? Was it a gift? Did you did you ask your wife if you could buy it, did you decide together? And then they're like, yeah, we decided together. It was a big purchase, and we had to decide on the budget. So now you know he's not the decision making. He needs to have someone else. You can ask, hey, is your wife there? Can we talk like in a conference? Can we can I talk to your wife? And then you have the two people who can decide. You will adapt your offer to what they need, knowing the problem and knowing how they decide. You'll be able to adapt your offer. Not just how they decide, but how they buy. For example, did you purchase these with a credit card, or with debit or cash, or um, how did you pay for this? Did you make a payment plan? Would you like to use the same method to purchase these? Yes, I want a payment plan. Okay, then you adapt your offer. Sure, I can give you a payment plan because now you know. Now you know their habits of how they buy something. Usually, buying something is not just something that you need. It's emotional. You buy something, maybe you need it, but then you decide because it's emotional. I like the blue one better because blue is my favorite color. That's an emotion. Maybe they have the two products, same product, different colors, and they decide the blue one on an emotion of the color. Oh, this one has the number 7 and is my favorite number, and that's why they buy it. So if you understand these kind of things, it'll be easier to talk to your clients and sell them. Sell what they need. Sell based on their problem, on their habits of how they buy things, and you will adapt your offer. Okay. This is something that I really, really, really like, and is always show a proposal. If you just tell someone, hey, if you pay $800 for this service, that's it, and they're like, all right, thank you, bye, you lost them. But if you show something, hey, can you jump on this call so that I can share my screen and show you exactly what you're getting? And you have a proposal, and you have this is what is included, this is what you need, this is the pricing. I have 3 offers for you right now. If you buy these right now, it will cost you this amount. If you do it during this month, it will be this amount. If you want a payment plan, it will be this amount. But if you do that, if you show a proposal, you will sell more. Do the test. Showing something makes people more comfortable at the time of buying because they feel like more in control. Oh, so this is what I'm getting. Okay, I wanted to see this. And so if you show them the proposal, if you have an offer, you show them, and then they decide, they feel like, oh yes, I was able to decide what I wanted, what I needed. And it's you leading them, but because you're showing them a proposal, not just on the phone. Just ask them, hey, can you jump on this link? Look, this is the proposal I have for you. Make it visual and clear. That proposal needs to be super visual, super easy to read. If they understand the proposal, it'll be easier to sell. Okay. Give 2 or 3 options. Why, three options, like which one you prefer best. And they will pick one. These adjust more to what I need. Awesome. Use simple, client-friendly language. Remember your audience. You need to talk the language of the audience. If you start talking with technical language on a proposal, and then the people you're selling is not technical, they won't understand. So use their language. Keep it simple, just what they need. Make the test, try it, and let me know in the comments if you made it and you're selling more now. Let me know, because these helped me to sell more. Use the magic closing question. right? So we're in the call. I'm talking. Um, I show the proposal. I have the decision making people in the call, and then with this that I just showed you, are you ready to decide? Have you seen enough to decide? They will say yes or no. No, I'm still looking for something else. What are you looking for? Yes, I'm ready. No, I have to talk with my wife. Um, no, I don't like the price. This magic question, I love it. It'll give you what you need. If they say no, then why not? Let me convince you, you know? But understanding the why not. You can have your script, and because you're practicing every day, you know the regular no's and how to answer them. No, because it's too expensive, and boom, you have the specific script for that. Or, yes, I'm ready. If they're ready, then you're moving now to closing. So, yes, I'm ready. Okay, do you want to pay with a card today? Let me get that payment for you. Boom, closed. Or reveal the objections, the no's. I like this when they say no because whatever, you can answer back. You can still convince them. So it's a really good question. Try to include them in your speech. You'll see how this question will lead you to understand better the objections or to close the things that you're closing, right? The sales. The magic question. Number 8, be prepared for the no. There are big objections. Be ready for them. Be prepared for when they say no. Why not? And have the answers ready. Have them ready. Practice with your team. All of this, all of this that I'm saying is specifically for sales. Is specifically to make your team sell more. So prepare for it. Okay? Especially practice. Practice, because that's what will make your team better, be better. Number 9, resell to past clients. They already have your trust. You can offer upgrades or add-ons. You can stay connected with them. Uh, it's way easier to resell something to someone, to a past client, than to a new person. So resell, upsell, um, use your clients to get referrals. It is really good to do these things. Number 10, follow up without fear. Most sales happen in the follow up. Yes. The first time they talk to you, they're like, yeah, maybe, I don't know. Let me think about it. I'll talk to my wife. So you need to follow up. I like to tell my team, you follow up until you get a clear yes, or stop calling me. I'm gonna call the police on you. you know. So follow up. Don't be scared of the follow ups. Follow ups will close deals. If you stay consistent and organized, it'll be easier because you'll know what people you need to follow up, how many people you have, how many calls you have to make, when are you going to make them. So stay organized and do these things, okay? Use multiple channels, call, text, emails, not just one channel. And finally, follow up until you can get a yes or a no. That's my favorite. That's not having fear. Is I'll follow up again. Okay, I'll call you back. Okay, I'll call you back. Okay, I'll call you back until someone says, "Look, I'm not interested at all. I don't want your product. I already bought something else." Um, and even then, if you don't get a stop calling me, keep following up because maybe they will get mad with the product they bought and they want yours. That's what I would say. Okay. Um, Sales is math. So you need to understand that your revenue is your leads, ads times the closing rate times the price. So what is your closing rate? You need to understand. You need to know your numbers. You need to be able to know how many do you need to close to be in the right place for you, in the right place for your company. If you don't know your numbers, then you have to fix it. Find the gap and fix it. If you know your numbers, find the gap and fix it. If you know, oh, my closing rate is bad, I need to improve that. My price is too high or too low. I don't have enough leads. Fix it. Okay? But it's math. You need to understand your math. You need to know your numbers. Be responsible for your numbers. If you know your math, if you have a process, if you have a consistent process, you know the outcome. Oh, I know I need 200 leads to close 10 sales. So if I want to close um, this amount, I need to close, I don't know, 40 sales. And that means I need 2,000 leads. How much do those leads represent in money? Oh, my cost for leads is this. So that's the math you need to understand. That's the math you need to know to improve. So think about it and improve it. Fix the gaps. Some final thoughts here. Big results come from small, consistent moves. This is like a chess game. You're moving this piece because you want to you want to sell. So the big results will come from all these small moves, consistent moves. Pick one move and master it. Execution is the bridge from goals to revenue. So yes, you have a plan. You're organized. Um, you're practicing every day. You need to execute your plan. You need to get your goals to become a reality, to get the revenue that you're looking for. All of that is work. You have to do the work. Okay, so that was it for today. Thank you so much for joining. If you have questions, let me know in the comments. I'll be reading them this week. And if you have any questions, I will be happy to answer them. Okay, so thank you again for joining and have a good day. I'll see you next Tuesday at 2 p.m. Mountain Time. Thank you.